everyone. I'm really excited to introduce you to Robin Z. Thanks for
Hi.
Hi, Robin Z. Now, Robin is very well known in our community and beyond for being just a creative, awesome person. So I'm excited to have you as part of contributing to our show with your book, Borderline Me.
Yes, Borderline Me, Beyond the Edge.
Yep, and I actually read this. I should preface that after you gave it to me to give away for the show. Yeah, and it just makes me more and more excited to know you and get to connect with you. So
It's not the easiest read.
No, but you know what?
But neither was my life.
That's the thing. It just brings a lot of complexity to maybe issues that you just clips about in your life, but actually seeing you weave together your story and the way you share it, I think is really valuable. So why don't you talk to us about Borderline Me, Beyond the Edge?
Well, I mean, it started in 2013, 2014. Everybody had always been telling me I should tell my story. I've got a good story. I wasn't ready to write it at that time, so I did it as a show, which performing was also new for me. Though, I mean, I worked at the Mustang Ranch, so, I mean, in the sex you're performing all the time.
Yeah.
So it was different. This was kind of on stage with my clothes on.
Yeah.
And words coming out of my mouth. And I did the Fringe in 2014, and I won the Emerging Artist. And from there, I just kept going. So I've been performing Borderline Me since 2014. A lot for fundraisers, charities, bringing about awareness on topics such as street life, mental health, human trafficking and addiction and street life all intertwine with mental health. You can't do one without the other. So, and it's not that people are necessarily having mental health issues when they end up in that kind of situation. But as a result of being in that situation, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, particularly for women on the streets would often, if you acted batshit crazy, you stood a better chance of not being accosted. But as you start to perform that on a daily basis in that kind of situation, it can become a reality.
Yeah.
Right. So it's very complex. It's very connected to, I mean, human trafficking hits for people who are poor, people who are wealthy, and teens who don't have a sense of belonging and need one.
Yeah.
Right. So that provides a big gap. After I had been doing the show a number of times, I had decided this would be my last show, and it was scheduled to be April 18th at the Staircase, and of course we hit the pandemic. So when things lighten up, I will do my last show for the general public. But as a result, I started to write the book, which gave more background detail. The show is roughly a half hour. The Q&A after it is priceless. It is the meat. I mean, it's the audience stellar, because it touches people in different ways. And but the book goes into more depth. You know, the show skims the surface, it labels it, it names it, but it doesn't go into like some of the gory details that you would see and you'd read about in the book.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, my hopes, I would have liked to have written more about the aftermath of that, but it was really daunting writing the book.
I can imagine.
Sharing your stories is big, and because I went into depth, it was really daunting, and I had to step away. And my fear was that if I stepped away and waited to send it to the publisher, it would never get there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You're like,
yeah.
here, I have this now. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad that you did take that, that scary step, because it's a great share.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Now, you're also really known, like you're very connected. You're very connected to people. I see you at all different kinds of events and everything, and I know you participate in a lot of other people's creative work as well as your own. What would you say is something that you like about collaboration?
I remember when, collaborate, like it just puts a smile on my face. Collaboration. It's connecting with people. It's brainstorming. The whole purpose of me doing the show was, I know my story. I don't need to keep telling myself the same story, is to connect with people. And not just while being on the stage, but also off the stage.
Yeah.
So I just, it is wonderful to be encouraged and to encourage others. Yeah. And there's so many people doing so many great things in our community.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like one of those Shar-Pei dogs. They have all that and they grow into it. And I kind of feel like I became a parent in Toronto, but I grew into my skin as a woman, more so here in Hamilton.
Okay, that's interesting.
Hamiltonians rock. I mean, they are the cream of the crop, supportive, encouraging.
It really is a cool town. Definitely.
Hold on just for a second.
That's okay.
Sorry. It's okay. It's like, shh, everybody be quiet. Dave, I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay. There's nothing quite like it. When I worked in social services and I had a small private practice, when you see those light bulb moments of like,
yeah.
That happens a lot when collaborating. And I think that it also, it's not about necessarily about me encouraging and supporting others, though that is a factor, and vice versa. It feeds my, not one thing, it's the other. It feeds my creativity.
Yeah. I feel the same.
It makes me want to do, like, you get a little bite of it, and it's like, so Fridays I'm doing this solo theater 1 hour thing, and I'm also going to be taking another workshop, and I think I might have the title for the next show, which is Courageous Moments.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Because I was terrified to do the Borderline Me show. It was a moment of courage.
Yeah.
Followed by a slew of dreams about breaking my leg and not being able to do it, but then it wouldn't be my fault. It's like when I quit smoking and somebody was shoving cigarettes in my mouth. It's not my fault.
Not my fault.
How to wash your hands of all responsibility.
That's right.
But that moment of courage changed my life. It really changed my life. And so even though each time feels like the first time, I still have the experience of that time changed my life. This time did that. And so I had another moment of courage and said, sign me on the next list.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And now for the fashion show coming up on Saturday, May 30th.
I'm so looking forward to it. I love fashion.
Oh, I know you love fashion. Look at you. I see you out and about at events, just around the neighborhood and downtown, and you always look on point. Even when you're running errands, you look on point. So I would like to know, what is the one piece of fashion you'll be wearing while you watch the fashion show from your own VIP quarantine seat?
I'm going to go with the glasses.
Yes.
So I don't know if you can see these, but it's got the Ouija board on them.
They're so cool.
And in the dark, they glow. And my friend who designed these and the other pair for me, the motto was, and her name's Lindsay Lowe Eyewear, based out of New York. And her motto is to start a conversation.
So cool.
And I mean, now I need them to see. I used to be such a glasses whore. You know, I just loved having glasses, but I didn't have to pay for prescriptions. So, you know, it was easy to accumulate. Now, not so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely starts a conversation. It's, and it's my go-to. And in order to see the fashion show, I need to have glasses.
You go wear the glasses. Makes sense.
I've reached that point in life, you know.
Oh, well, I think this should definitely your signature look.
The fashion show. Yeah.
I'm excited too. And you know what? I'm really glad to connect like this. I know we've chit-chatted here and there, but this is a nice connection. And you know what? It was really, and I'm excited for when you get to do your last show.
Yes, me too.
Well, your last show for,
Well, I think on the poster, it said last show for now.
For now, yeah. Okay, exactly.